back to the channel. It is Grace and welcome back to Sweet Sims. This is the channel that I do with my friend Lizzie, and I'm so excited because this is my first ever video on this channel. Unfortunately, I had a lot of issues with the recording system, and with this video it was blurry, so Lizzie had to do a lot of the stuff in the beginning. But from now on, we are going to be doing 2 videos a week, Sunday and Tuesday, and I will do 2 videos one week, and then the next week Lizzie will do one. So this is my week. So for this week's video, I am going to be doing the Every Room is a Different Color challenge. I'm so excited. This challenge has been going around for a while. It's kind of gotten old now, but it was still fun for me to do. I really enjoyed it. It was a very difficult challenge. I tried to do my best to make that everything the color that it could be, or as close to, but obviously it's not going to be perfect, so I just want to let you know. I meant to screen record the color generator that I had, but it got deleted, so I'm just going to put the colors up that I picked for each room. So the first room I did was the bathroom, and then I did the bedroom, and then I think I did the second bedroom, and then I did the kitchen and living room. So the kitchen and living room, even though it's one big space, I kind of split it and did like half and half, so that then they were each their own thing, and I had more space to do it with. So yeah, so I just moved this random character in so that I could move in and get started. Alright, here we go. So I'm starting with the bathroom, which I got this pretty teal color, and I really like this color. Teal is actually one of my favorite colors. My room is painted teal, so I really like it. So I started off by just trying to find a light that was teal. This is very hard to do, apparently. There's not many options, especially since I don't have a lot of colors. Not colors, I don't know what I'm saying. A lot of packs. So it was a little harder for me to do. Some of these things are more green and some of them are more blue. Like aim towards blue or green colors, and not exactly teal, because I don't have the greatest selection, because again, I don't really have as many packs. So I kind of found a couple table lamps, and I was thinking maybe of doing those, but then the bathroom was too small to put a vanity, so I wouldn't have anywhere to put the lights. So I ended up going with this hanging pendant, because it was the best option and it was closest to the color that I had gotten. So that is the light I picked, and then I went on to do the wallpaper, and this wasn't that hard. I knew I wanted to do tile, because tile just seemed very close. This one actually comes out a little bit more blue, rather than teal. Like the teal that I got was a little bit of a brighter teal, but what I picked was the best option and was closest to what I actually ended up having. So I just picked this first one right here, and I picked the bluest, tealest looking color, because I knew I wanted to do tile. I didn't really want to do just like a plain wallpaper or whatever, so I ended up doing that. Alright, so next I did windows, because I wanted to just do that next. I tried my best. These windows come out a little bit more green, but to be honest, I was trying to find like the windows that were best suited for a bathroom, so I tried to do my best. These look a little bit more green. When you're going through the catalog, they actually look pretty teal, but I guess it was just the lighting with this light, because this light is not very good that's in this bathroom. It made it look a little bit more green. So those are the windows that I chose. They're like teal on the outside with like gold or something paneling. And next I chose a door. This one is actually pretty teal. I actually think I did a pretty good job picking out the door. This is pretty teal. You'll see it more once I put actual lights in the whole house, but now it looks a little gray, but in the catalog it looks very teal. Next, I did the sink. This was hard. I didn't know if I was going to end up doing like a vanity with it in it, or if I was going to do like a cabinet with this teal sink here you see on the end. I didn't know what I liked best because the vanity is very gray, and the whole vanity is very gray, so I didn't want to do it, but I think that was it best suited it. Now I tried to put like some sort of mirror decoration thing in there, but I didn't really have space for it in this build. It's just because the windows are it's not very tall ceilings, it's so low, there's a vanity, so I tried to squeeze one, but it didn't really end up working out. I tried to put a mirror, I tried to put some sort of like bath towel, vanity, medicine cabinet. I tried to put a bunch of different things, and it didn't really work out. So now you're gonna see that I actually decide to change the vanity because I didn't feel like it was teal enough, so I just tried my best. I actually ended up going with a white vanity and then putting in that teal like sink into it because I just thought that it fit best. All the other vanities were like really blue, and then the cabinets were really blue, and then the actual vanities were like gray and blue on top. So I just tried to do it the best I could. Alright, so that's the final vanity, and next I put in a shower, and I just put in this cheap little base game, like the cheap shower bath combo one, in teal because it actually looked exactly like the color. Then I put in a toilet. This is the only teal toilet in the game, or that I have. Next I continued to play around with some of the towels and like things like that, medicine cabinets, and I actually did end up finding one. I know before I said I didn't, but I forgot. I actually did end up finding one. It's kind of squeezed in, but I just put it right above the vanity. It's like a little like holder with like shampoos and soaps and all that. So I did that, and then next, finally in this room, I decided to go ahead and put in a rug. So, because I thought it would be a nice little touch. I know you don't really see rugs in bathrooms, but I was kind of thinking of this as like a bath mat sort of thing. So I ended up putting this one. It's like one of the first ones that came up, and I thought it fit really well. It kind of has black in it and 2 different shades of teal, but I thought it worked okay with what we were doing. Now I tried to put in a plant and like find somewhere to put it. I really wanted a plant in here, but it just didn't end up working. There was no way I could have fit it because I didn't have anywhere to put it. I didn't want to put it on the ground. I couldn't put it on the vanity, so I didn't end up putting anything else in there. And now I was trying to like figure out if I really liked it or not. So I think I did pretty good with that, and I did the best I could. So I hope you guys like it. And now that I'm seeing it, I kind of realizing that I forgot to do the floors, but I promise that in all the other rooms I did actually end up doing the floors. So I'm sorry for that, but I just realizing that now. Alright, so the next one I did is this little bedroom right next to the bathroom. So for this bedroom, I actually got the color purple. It's a dark purple. So I kind of took this inspiration and went with like a kid's room, just like a teen's bedroom or like a kid's bedroom, whatever. But the first thing I started to do was take off the doors or the door and the windows, and then I replaced the door. I changed the preset color to purple so that it would help me find things easier, just because that always helps. And I just picked this blue, purple door. It was the best I could do. They didn't have a plain purple door, so I just did whatever I could. And then I did the wallpaper, and I picked this really dark purple with this white trim. I just liked it. I thought it was cool. And for this one, I actually ended up going with the space-themed bed. So I kind of made it a little bit of a space-themed room. I just kind of ran with it. These lights that I picked are a little bit more pink, but I figured the better lighting is worth it to cheat a little bit. Next, I did some flooring, and I ended up putting this Not Quite Spots, it's called, and it's purple carpeting that looks like giraffe print. It is horrible, like horrendous, but it's not as dark of a purple as I would have liked, but it's like the best. I thought it was so funny. It's the best I could do, so I just went with that. Next I went looking for a bed, and like I said, I went for the purple space themed bed just because I thought, I don't know, I kind of liked it for a kid's bedroom. Originally I was looking at doing a double bed, but I don't know, something about me just told me not to do that. I was looking at a couple beds, and then I decided to go with this. I actually went with the bunk bed too. I didn't just put one single bed, I went with the bunk bed, but they're both the same color. So like I said, they're space themed, so I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from that and kind of did some stuff with that. So now I was trying to look for like another lamp or something, and I just went with this lamp. It's so ugly. It's like more pink than purple, but it will do. And I also used this purple mirror here because I just thought it was an extra touch. I normally don't put a lot in rooms, in like bedrooms, when I build in The Sims. Like, that's why I'm not the best builder. Like, definitely if you guys want to see better builds, go check out my videos too, but check out Lizzie's videos on the channel, because she's going to be the one that we're gonna have doing more of like the builds, because she's a better builder and I'm better in CAS. Like, I could sit there for hours building a sim in CAS, and she could sit there for days building a house. And she's just so good at it. So definitely more of the building videos, like speed builds and all that, Lizzie will be doing, because she's a lot better at them than I am. So like you can see here, I put in a dresser, and I also put these windows in. I know they are white. I know they're white, but I put on these purpley, pinky, red, almost sort of curtains, because I just didn't want to put purple windows, and I thought also curtains are better in a room anyway. Then I just started fooling around and trying to find like some sort of decoration to put on the wall of some sort, like trying to find posters, trying to find pretty much anything, and I actually ended up going with this one. I just changed the color to a black on the end, but it's like this person holding like a guitar or a violin, and there's like music notes or something, and I just thought it was like a kind of a cool poster. I also, even though it is carpeted, the room, I tried to put a carpet there, and I think I actually did end up going with this purple one. I just think it fits well, so I ended up doing that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the whole entire room. So that is the kids' bedroom that I did. I probably could have done a little bit of something more in there, but I think it's probably more of like a teen bedroom, because there's not many toys. It's like there's posters on the wall. I think it's more of a teen bedroom. Alright, so next I moved on to this bedroom. This is going to be the master bedroom. And again, the first thing I started to do with this bedroom was take down all of the windows and doors, or doors and windows. And so for this color, I got a really deep red. It's like fire truck red. Like, it's deep but bright at the same time. So I got red. Yeah. So this was an interesting one, definitely. It's like kind of weird. Like, red is a very bright color. Like, the purple was cool, and like, but there's a lot of like little colors in this. This is just red. Like, there's no other color. There might be a little bit of black, but there is like just red, and it's so funny to see it. So this is actually the light I think I ended up going with. Or maybe I went with this one. I'm not sure. I went with some light that didn't give very good lighting. So it kind of made the room look a little yellow. But I did end up going with these like lantern type lights, and I ended up going with these windows. They're not the best, but I didn't know like, I don't know what else I would have put there. So I just went with this one window, like right in the center. And then the bed's gonna end up going under that. So then I tried to put curtains on. I don't know, this is like horrible. This is so weird. I usually use a bunch of different colors when I build, and I'm not even the greatest builder, but my builds are a lot better than this. I think it's crazy that it's just like one color. It looks so weird. So I ended up going with a bed that was like darker red. This is the bed I ended up going with. You can't even see it. There you go. It's like a darker red with like golder pillows, and it has black frame around it. So I ended up going with that, and then I also ended up using the same exact nightstands that I used in the other room, just because I don't know, I thought they fit best. I thought they matched the bed best. I also ended up going with the same light, like the same lamp I used in the other room, which is a hideous bed. Alright, so I also decided to put a mirror here just because I thought it looked good in a bedroom. And I didn't use the same mirror because I didn't want to be that much of a copycat, but this is a very bright red mirror. Also, this carpet I use not enough. I just like kind of discovered that it exists, and I love this rug. It reminds me of like the magic carpet in like Aladdin. I think it's so pretty. I ended up using this dresser from Cats and Dogs. It looks like distressed on the top, and I really like it, but I don't think it's like a dresser. Like, it says it's a dresser, but I think it looks more like a bookcase. But whatever. I ended up putting a carpeting in, red carpeting, bright red carpeting, and really dark red walls. When I put it up, it looks really red, like really red. Like, there's no other colors. I think it's so crazy, but I actually really like this room. I really love the carpet again that I used. I love that carpet. I really like that room though. Next, I ended up moving on to the kitchen, and the living room came next, but I moved on to the kitchen. For the kitchen, I just used the same lights I used in the bedroom. It was just easier. For the kitchen, I got brown. Now, you would think it would be very easy to do brown because brown in a kitchen, kind of a little bit easier, but for some reason, it was so hard, and the kitchen ended up looking not very good at all. But I really tried to do something different, but I ended up doing the same thing I always do. Not good. I always do this, and it's so annoying. I hate it when I do the same thing because I always do the same thing every single time in every one of my builds. This is why I'm not a good builder, and this is why you should go watch Lizzie's builds, because I just do the same exact thing every single time. And yeah, so I put in this really dirty, gross looking fridge. I don't really like it that much, but it's like one of the only brown ones that I have in my game. Next, I was trying to put in a stove. This one's a little bit more of a tan, but I tried my best to get a brown one. I really did try my best with everything. So, next, I'm not sure, I forget I started to do wallpaper and flooring, and for the wallpaper, I just, like I said before earlier in the video, I just did like half of the walls because the other half was going to be the living room, so I kind of just stopped there and then whatever. So that's what I did. And moving on, I started to make the island. I used the wrong cabinets. I should have used the ones that like hang over like they're supposed to, like for the island, but I used the wrong ones, but that is okay. I ended up using these bar stools that have a little bit of red in them. I thought they just matched the kitchen well. I think these are from Discover University, to be honest. Or maybe, yeah, they're from Discover University. I think they're in the Brindleton Bay cat hangout bar in the game. But I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. Then I decided to just put a couple more appliances just to like fill up the kitchen a little bit, because I never do this and I just wanted to try to fill things up a little bit. So I put in a dishwasher and a microwave that matched the oven because they're a little bit more of like tan. And then I also put in a coffee pot, and that was all I did. You'll see later that I do go back and put flooring in, because I think I forget here, but I do end up putting flooring in again. Now I'm looking through windows. The windows were not the smartest decision. I really didn't like the windows that I chose, but they're already chose now, so it's fine. But yeah. So next I moved on to the living room, and for this I got hot pink, like bright hot pink. So this was actually a really fun one to do. The room looked like bubblegum when I was done. But you could see here that how this has like this little alcove here with that window. I really, really love that. I love houses that have that. And so I really wanted to do a bench seat, and I think that's ultimately what I ended up doing. I'm not sure though. And yeah, so I started by doing a couch. I picked like this couch that I would have never used. When I did do the couch, I would have like never used it ever. But I did end up doing the bench seat first. So I laid a couple ones out. Like I laid out like 3 ones that had pink in them, and I tried to find the one that had the most pink. It had the darkest pink color because this was like a really like bright poppy pink color. So I ended up using the first one I laid out. It has a little yellow and white in it, but I like it. It's more of a salmon, but I think it's closer, or the closest to what I needed. So this is the couch that I used. It looks like so luxurious, and I would never use this in my builds ever. Like never. So I think it's so weird when I watch these videos. I think it's so weird because they never look right, because it's just so mismatched with colors, but it's so put together with colors at the same time. That's why I think it's so weird, because it's so put together with the colors in each room, but all the rooms never match, because like there's no style in the home because of all the different colors. I wanted a TV, but the only pink TV is a Penguin TV, so I obviously had to use a Penguin TV, which I think Penguin TVs are hilarious. I love Penguin TVs in The Sims. I think it's the cutest thing. I put them in like toddler playrooms all the time, or even toddler rooms. I don't usually put them in kids' rooms. I usually give kids computers, but yeah. So anyway, next I decided to find some chairs, and I actually didn't think that there was chairs that ended up matching this couch, because that's what I usually like to do. Like usually like to find things that match each other, just because I think it makes it more put together and makes the house look better. And this house needed a lot of help at this point, looking like it all matched. But I did actually find chairs that matched. So I put this one right next to the TV, like kind of in the corner, like put to the side. It's like the same pattern as the couch. It matches. And yeah, so now I started to look at like some decorations, like some plants and stuff. I tried my best. Some of them looked a little more orange than pink, but I just wanted to put like something. So I was testing out a bunch of stuff. I don't know why this came to my mind to put like flowers on the walls. But I didn't really end up finding anything, so I took down the window and replaced it with this pink window that I actually think is super cute. So once I did that, I put some pink carpeting on the floors, and this is also when I realized that I forgot that I needed to put flooring down in the kitchen, so I'm gonna go back and do that in just a moment. But I just found this pink carpeting. It's really ugly. I would never use this, but this is also like why I really love this challenge, is because it makes you branch out and it makes you like find new things and like test out new colors. Like I would never put a pink couch in a living room. Like I think I've used that once, and I think it was in some sort of other challenge build, but I would never ever do that. And it makes you branch out and like find these new color palettes that you could ultimately end up really liking. So I used this pink. It's really bright. But that is the end of the living room. Here I'm just going back to put flooring into the kitchen because I realized that it was not the color. And this is actually really easy because it's just brown flooring. That's what I use all the time. This is the flooring that I use all the time, every time in my builds. Yeah, here I was just looking to put some landscaping, but I don't really think I ever did. So this is the end of the video. Yeah, and this is the end of the build. So I have the pink living room, the brown kitchen, the teal bathroom, the red bedroom, and the purple bedroom. But I really like this challenge. I hope you guys did too. Make sure that you leave some comments down below for suggestions of building ideas and content, because we want to give you the best content possible. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. We post Tuesdays and Sundays, and we love you guys. Stay around because I'm going to put some screenshots in the end of the video. Bye!